Hadrian, born Publius Aelius Hadrianus on January 24, 76 CE, in Italica, modern-day Spain, was the 14th emperor of the Roman Empire. His reign from 117 to 138 CE is often seen as a period of consolidation, stability, and relative peace for the empire. He is remembered for his extensive building projects, military reforms, and efforts to secure the empire's borders. Hadrian came from a well-established Roman family. His father, Aelius Hadrianus, was a senator, and his mother, Domitia Paulina, was of aristocratic birth. Hadrian's early years were marked by education in Rome, where he developed a deep appreciation for Greek culture. The influence of Greek learning would become a defining feature of his reign, earning him a reputation as a Philhellene, or lover of Greek culture. His path to imperial power began through his connection to the ruling imperial family. Hadrian's father-in-law, the Emperor Trajan, had no direct heir, and Hadrian's adoption by Trajan in 117 CE secured his position as the next emperor. While Trajan's death remains somewhat unclear, Hadrian's swift assumption of power after 117 CE suggests that he was already regarded as the designated successor. Hadrian's reign is often seen as a period of relative peace within the Roman Empire. One of his first acts as emperor was to reassess Rome's military commitments, which were extensive under Trajan. Trajan had expanded the empire's borders into Dacia, modern-day Romania, Armenia, Mesopotamia, and Arabia, but these conquests proved difficult to defend and maintain. Hadrian made the controversial decision to abandon Trajan's expansionist policies, opting instead to focus on consolidating and securing the empire's borders. He withdrew Roman forces from several newly acquired territories, notably Mesopotamia and Armenia, and fortified the empire's boundaries with defensive structures. The most famous of these fortifications is Hadrian's Wall, a massive stone structure built in northern Britain to mark the empire's frontier with the unconquered tribes to the north, primarily the Picts. In addition to Hadrian's Wall, other military fortifications were built across the empire, including in the Danube region, Syria, and North Africa. These efforts were part of Hadrian's broader strategy of ensuring the empire's defense by fortifying its borders rather than pursuing further territorial expansion. This shift was widely popular among the Roman populace, as it represented a departure from the costly and often disastrous wars of conquest. Hadrian's military reforms also included changes in the organization and training of the Roman legions. He is credited with strengthening the Roman army and enhancing its mobility by introducing more specialized units and improving the overall logistics of the military. Hadrian's reign is synonymous with grand building projects that reflected his vision for the empire. He was deeply interested in architecture and culture, and his projects helped shape the physical and cultural landscape of the Roman Empire. Perhaps his most famous construction was the Pantheon in Rome, a temple dedicated to all the gods. The Pantheon's remarkable design, including its massive dome and oculus, remains one of the best preserved buildings from ancient Rome and a testament to Hadrian's architectural vision. Hadrian's passion for Greek culture also manifested in the construction of the Villa Adriana, Hadrian's Villa, at Tivoli, an enormous complex of palaces, gardens, and temples designed to emulate the grandeur of ancient Greek and Egyptian architecture. This villa served not only as a personal retreat for the emperor, but also as a symbol of his admiration for classical cultures. In addition to these major projects, Hadrian sponsored a variety of architectural works across the empire, including public baths, bridges, aqueducts, and roads. He also repaired and restored several existing structures, such as the Temple of Jupiter, Optimus Maximus in Rome, and the walls of the city of Athens. Hadrian's reign marked a flourishing of cultural and intellectual activity. He supported the arts and sciences, and his court became a center for Greek philosophers, poets, and artists. His patronage of philosophers, especially those from the Stoic school, is notable. Hadrian himself was deeply influenced by philosophy, and he became a renowned patron of Greek intellectual life. The emperor's love of Greek culture is encapsulated in his promotion of Athens, which he made the cultural capital of the empire during his rule. Hadrian's reign was also marked by significant religious and cultural tensions, particularly with the Jewish population in Judea. In 130 CE, Hadrian made the decision to rebuild Jerusalem as a Roman colony, renaming it Aelia Capitolina, and erecting a temple to Jupiter on the site of the Jewish temple. This action provoked a fierce rebellion known as the Bar Kokhba Revolt, 132 to 136 CE, named after its leader Simon Bar Kokhba, who was seen by many as the Messiah. The revolt was brutally suppressed by Roman forces, and the Jewish population suffered heavy losses. Hadrian's decision to ban circumcision and other Jewish religious practices further alienated the Jewish community. The suppression of the Bar Kokhba revolt had long-lasting consequences for the Jewish people. After the rebellion, Hadrian imposed severe restrictions on Jewish life, including prohibitions on Jewish worship in Jerusalem and the dispersal of Jews from the region. These actions had profound effects on Jewish identity and the diaspora, marking a significant turning point in Jewish history. Hadrian's approach to governance was marked by a strong central authority and an emphasis on efficient administration. He appointed capable governors to manage various provinces and maintained close oversight of their actions. Hadrian was known for his personal involvement in the management of the empire, often traveling extensively across the provinces to inspect military fortifications, oversee construction projects, and meet with local leaders. One of his notable reforms was the establishment of a more structured system of local self-government in the provinces, particularly in the eastern part of the empire. He also implemented legal reforms, making the Roman legal system more accessible to non-Roman subjects and improving the rights of provincial inhabitants. Hadrian's health began to decline in the early 130 CE, and after a long period of illness he died on July 10, 138 CE, at the age of 62. He was succeeded by Antoninus Pius, who was his adopted son and the emperor's choice for succession. Hadrian's death marked the end of a significant era in Roman history. Hadrian's legacy is multifaceted. He is remembered as a ruler who prioritized the preservation and stability of the Roman Empire rather than its expansion. His military reforms, architectural achievements, and patronage of the arts made him one of Rome's most notable emperors. Despite his achievements, his handling of the Jewish revolt remains a controversial aspect of his rule. Hadrian's reign is often seen as the pinnacle of the Roman Empire's so-called Five Good Emperors, a period during which the empire reached its greatest territorial extent, cultural flourishing, and relative peace. His efforts to secure and consolidate the empire's borders, along with his contributions to Roman architecture and culture, have ensured that Hadrian's memory endures as one of the most influential figures in Roman history. In summary, Hadrian's reign was marked by a strong commitment to preserving and consolidating the Roman Empire, as well as a deep engagement with Greek culture and intellectual life. His military reforms, building projects, and patronage of the arts left a lasting legacy that continues to shape our understanding of ancient Rome.